Howdy there, folks, and welcome into today's video. I just got done watching this one. I want to react to this one with you guys here today here on the reaction channel. This is a really good video. I got some insights I want to share with you and opinions to give based upon what you're going to hear in this video. And I think this is something that I think everybody needs to be very aware of in the financial markets out there. And if you're thinking about where many different markets are going and where things are going over the next year, I think this is very, very important for everybody watching this to kind of just hear this, listen to context, and kind of hear my opinion based upon this as well. Hope you guys enjoy this. As always, I appreciate all you for joining me. 18,500 plus subscribers now at this point. It's insane. Also, first time I've announced this, the massive Black Friday sale for joining my private stock group, private Discord chat, course curriculums, everything like that. If you want to receive that deal when it does drop, check out the pinned comment down there and you can get on the email list and we'll send it over whenever that drops on Black Friday. Alrighty guys, let's get into this and let me know if you got an opinion on anything discussed in today's video in that comment section.
Me from LA, and him and I are having this conversation together. He says, look, do you have any interest of ever getting to the mortgage business? I'm like, are you serious? He's the top mortgage guy in LA, in Glendale. He says, do you have any interest of getting to the mortgage business? And I said, I'm good, man. I don't have any interest in business. That, well, when it's doing so well, you can make so much cash. I'm not interested in cash. I'm interested in equity. I'm interested in building the company. He says the following to me, flat out. What I liked about him is he had zero. He goes, Pat, I don't care what anybody's telling you. This is a different guy than the other guy I spoke to. He says, mortgage refi business is down 90%. 90% is down.
The only thing I want to know is how. Can somebody answer this for me, please? How is it not down 100%? Seriously, like I hear this and I'm like, oh yeah, it's down 90%. How's it not? Like, who in the world is doing a refinance right now? Seriously, like that blows my mind. With mortgage rates 7% plus, like you had 2 years to do refi. So I'm like, how's it not down 100% or let's say 99% or something like that, right? And outside of like some freak situation, like that just absolutely blows my mind.
No refis. We're doing none of that stuff. Do you have the Yahoo Finance article about Las Vegas? How Las Vegas Board of Realty? They asked them. They said, so what's happening with? Because the way to judge it is to find out the Board of Realty in each city and state and how they're doing. And a lot of times they judge it based on Las Vegas. So watch this article here. If you can zoom in a little bit more so we can read it a little bit more. Okay. Housing market activity. This is from 6 days ago. Housing market activity is crashing and it threatens to push U.S. into recession just like it did in 81 and 2008. Now go up. If you look at the data where there you go in the middle. Zoom in a little bit. Las Vegas is one of the leading indicators for home price action in the housing market like we saw in 2008. And the frenzy, recent frenzy, we are absolutely feeling the heat here. The buyer pool has, for the most part, dried up, says real estate agent in Las Vegas to Fortune. Go a little lower, because now they're talking, keep going. Story continues, keep going. Right there. Realtors are feeling it big time as well. I put a call into the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. An employee I spoke with said that they were averaging 300 new members every month, which means like 300 new realtors every month. This month, she has estimated 120. However, she's been processing about 30 realtor withdrawals a day, not a week. A day.
That's 900 negative.
A month, Tom.
Wow.
That means every day around 30 real estate agents in Las Vegas alone are calling it quits. Okay? And if you go a little lower, she'll talk about the fact that 38%.
It's going to get much worse before it gets better in regards to that. It's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another 50 to 70% of agents leave the market. Now, I will share what happened in Vegas, okay? Because obviously that's the main city I live in. Right now I'm in Phoenix at my Arizona house. But obviously, Vegas is the city I live in. It's a real estate market I know the best. I know better than even Phoenix. And what I can tell you is as soon as about March hit, Vegas real estate started to die. And basically, as this year has gone along, it's just been getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And unfortunately, I wish I could say this year is the bottom, but it's not. I see it getting even much worse in 2023. So although things have already gotten, pretty bad as the year has transpired here, coming off the very beginning of the year was hot, and then it just slowed. it's going to get even worse. Like, that's the thing. I don't feel like we're even anywhere remotely close. And we're going to get into some very important things in this video. And that's kind of scary when you hear these sorts of numbers. And it's like we're still actually have a lot more pain to go in regards to this situation.
Is down. Look for the number 38%. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Anyways, there's a 38% number about what's happening with the refi business. So it's a very interesting market we're in right now. Different economies are feeling it. People are feeling it. But a lot of times people who don't want to talk about what's really going on with the market, all they're talking about is unemployment. And the unemployment numbers are going to be felt next year, not this year. Person asked me a question on Twitter. And Jed, you were asking me this question. I'll say this and then we'll toss it around to the rest of you guys. Is this a good time to buy? And my advice is very simple. If you're thinking about buying a house today, buy a house today. But make the offer you would make a year from today. So if you're buying $1 million home, make a 770 offer. If you're buying a $600,000 home, make a 490 offer. If you're buying a $450,000 condo or home in certain parts of the country, make a 370 offer. But do not make the offer you would make in today's economy, because there's still room, I believe, for these values to go down the next.
Okay, I disagree with Pat in a major way here, okay? Major way. I've said this entire year, don't touch real estate. I stand by that. Do not touch real estate in 2022. 2023, I think you can at least consider the possibility of getting into real estate in 2024. But this year, no, unless it is like life or death situation. Do not touch real estate this year. It's just no. It's absolutely insane. The risk reward is so far against you, it's not even funny, to be quite frank. And so I keep it as simple as that. No, this is a no-touch real estate year in 2022. And, unfortunately, a lot of people have still bought homes, especially in the first 6 months of this year. And I think part of the reason is because we came off such a hot market that you always have the last stragglers that get in and are excited about, getting a home and, getting that appreciation, all those sorts of things. And it's like, oh man, but it was the same thing in 07. There's still a lot of people buying homes. Even in 08, there was actually a decent amount of people still buying homes at that point in time. But yeah, this is 2022 is a no touch year. Almost, for 99% of people, like it just is absolutely insanity to have bought real estate in 2022, in my opinion. Like I said, 2023, we can have a conversation. 2024, we have a conversation, but not this year. Not this year, man. Now with mortgage rates going the way they're going, prices the way they are, and we're going to get in some important data here, it only makes sense that prices are actually going to go considerably lower from here.
To 18 months.
Yeah, Zillow is showing, this is the average run-up of the last year. And so we don't want to say the address or anything on here, but you can take a look at that, Pat. You see that lump? That skyrocket right there over the last 12 months is an illusion. So you have 5 years of some modest growth, 2-3%, just growing along. See there? And all of a sudden, wham, we print money, the asset changes. So let's go take a look at this house. What was it, October of 21?
By the way, just so everybody's aware, that house definitely had work done with it. That's also why the value went up so much. Part of it's obviously the crazy real estate appreciation, but I can tell based upon like appliances, based upon like some of the fans, the paint, there's many other various factors. You can see that there was money poured into this house. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was, six figures, if not multi-six figures, to be quite honest, based upon several different things in there. So, but still, nonetheless, we all know property values have gone ridiculously insane.
1.3.
Yeah, so right now it's at 1.8, it was 1.3, and then go back to October 20.
880.
See,
essentially.
it's where it had been.
Home that's
there it
just
is.
1.8.
So if you were going to go buy this house right now, you would go in there and say probably 1.1.
That's exactly what I'd be making $1 million offer on that.
That's exactly your advice, Pat, is absolutely true.
The issue with that is people are still in a denial phase when it comes to real estate. So you go in there 1.1, they're going to laugh at you. The agent's still going to laugh at you. The sellers are going to laugh at you. People are still in denial. I think the wake up will come in 2023 in the real estate market, and we'll get out of this denial phase. But for now, sellers and agents are still in a denial phase about what's going on here.
I look at it this way. I did a little research for some numbers, or some basic numbers. I'll do this really quick. Right now, let's say someone is buying a $500,000 house. Just, that's it. And you're going to do a 30-year fixed, and you're going to put 20% down. So standard deal. In March of this year, you would have had a 3.5% mortgage or an $1,800 payment. Reasonable, for a family. Right now, at 7.5%, that's $2,800, up $1,000. At 10.25%, where you and I both think this is going, wow, it's double, $3,600.
Oh, it's going.
Wow, double. And you heard that. They both think they're going, rates are going over 10%, 30-year mortgage. Wow.
So the buyers are being crushed. Now let's go the other way. Let's say the $1,800 was all that I could afford as a buyer. When the interest rate's at 7.5, the $500,000 house I can afford, I can only afford a $325,000 house. So my buying...
The scariest part of this, there's near a record amount of homes that are under construction right now and are basically going to come available to the buyers over the next, let's call it 6 to 12 months. So how many of those people are going to be able to afford these new payments? Because they when they went to buy these homes, they were thinking, oh, mortgage rates are 2%, 3%. That's what I'm at. And so now their payment's going to be massively different. And some folks run a very tight budget. And so they literally won't be able to afford it. And so I think there's going to be people that walk away from a lot of homes in 2023. And I mean a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 100,000, if not several 100,000 homes in 2023 are basically just people walking away from that are new builds. I wouldn't be surprised.
Or is down almost 40%. So what you have right now, if you are out there and you have to change jobs, you're being forced to go to another city right now, I would seriously consider not dumping the house you have, lease the house you have, because you're not going to be able to sell it right now. And the price is going to come back down. But where you're going, the interest rates are so high. So if you sell, where do you go and what do you buy? Your payments.
You know what confuses me is the following. Those who are delusional because they're in the industry and they're saying that's not going to happen. There's a very big difference between power of positive thinking and not understanding that the paranoid survive. I believe you should read both books simultaneously. Read the book Power of Positive Thinking, because it's good to have a positive attitude, but do not be delusional because you're in real estate and mortgages thinking, no, it's not going to happen. Year ago, rates were roughly 2.9%. In May, when Dave Ramsey called it fear porn, rates were at 5%. And today, rates are 7.5% for 30-year interest. And everyone's saying, it's not going to go to 7.5%. Never. What are you talking about? Do you realize from 1981 or 82, I don't know what the year was, for about 9 years straight, interest rates in America were above 10%.
Yep.
Can you pull that up, please? Do you realize?
This is amazing. I love this part right here. This is an absolutely amazing part to get into, and this is one of many reasons I want to show you this video here.
This is the part where people are absolutely delusional. Go to the rates I sent you. No, it was one that just showed the charts. There you go. That's the one.
Yeah, this is Paul Volcker's Endless Halloween.
So check this out. Zoom in so everybody can see. Let's first look at the first chart to the right, what we've been used to for the last 20 years. Yeah, go to the right. No, don't worry about the stuff on the left. Okay, so what is it right now? Go a little lower. Okay, 2021, 2.96. 2010, 3.39, 4.5, 3.9, 3.6, 3.8, 4.1, 3.9, 3.6. Oh, rates are cool. This is what we're used to. This is BS. This is a lie. 4.4, 4.6, 5. This is a lie. Then it's real. 6, 6, 6. Keep going. 6.3, 6.4. Go to 2005. Okay, 5.8, 5.8, 5.8. These are numbers that we need to stay around. 6.5, 6.9, 8. Now watch. This is 2000. We're at 8, 7.4, 6.9, 7.6, 7.8, 7.9, 8.3, 7.3. For a straight decade, it's around 7 plus, right? Now you got 1990. Just 32 years ago, it's at 10.13. It'll never crack 10%. It won't happen. Okay, go to 1989. Let's look at 89. Now watch what happens. So that's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep going. 11, 12. 12 straight years. 30-year fixed rates were above 10%.
Crazy.
Let me say this one more time. For 12 straight years, 30-year mortgage rates were above 10%, and people are saying it's not going to go to 10%. Brace for impact, folks. Read Power of Positive Thinking and read Only the Paranoid Survive. Long-term, everything's going to be fine. Short-term, these rates are going to get to 10 points. I hope I'm wrong. Believe me, because I'm trying to also participate. I've taken a hit on a few of the properties I bought. I hope I'm wrong. but it's going this direction.
And right now, what's really interesting also, right now, today, I think it was Diana Olick on CNBC reported. She's the real estate reporter, tends to be pretty balanced, not sold out to the industry. The listings are up 36% year over year. So listings are coming on right now as sellers are trying to get in, a certain class of seller trying to get in and sell the house to somebody. God, please, somebody buy my house right now. And you have the interest rates here. So I think that we've had...
Yeah, so that's a great point that specifically somebody I've really enjoyed over the past year watching their real estate related content, Reventure Consulting. That's a point he's brought up and showed in many videos on the charts is how much inventories have been skyrocketing for specifically the past 3 to 6 months. And not only that, all these new builds are all coming online in the next 6 to 12 months. While simultaneously, like pretty much almost, I would say, likely a record amount of apartments are being built right now that are coming online over the next 6 to 12 months. Like, and all this is going to hit in the next 6 to 12 months, while we have mortgage rates that are the highest we've seen in, multi-decades. And especially if we're talking about we're going over 10% over the next few months, which is definitely some individuals like these two gentlemen that believe we're going over 10% in the next few months. And they're not the only ones. So, like, just put all the pieces together and you realize how bad things are really going to get in this real estate market.
Interest rates go up. We've had the housing start stall. We've had the purchases from builders like Toll Brothers saying nobody's walking in to buy, so they're stuck with inventory. All of those things have happened. The next thing's about to happen, price. Just think of supply and demand. The supply is up 36% over last year, yet the buyers have lost 34% of their buying power. The next shoe to drop is the price. And I used to say, hey, I've been saying, if people have been listening to the podcast, you've heard me talk about real estate and the economy, saying next June. Now I'm saying next October. So I was looking at the beginning of Q2. Now I'm looking at the beginning of Q3, where I think that window is going to be open, where the rates are going to be coming back a little bit, and you're going to have an opportunity. But between now and then, you're going to have to, if you got to move, then don't put yourself in a bad purchase. Find a way to lease a lot less, and just get through the storm.
Yeah, I'm 100% with them. I think in terms of rates, I think not in rates, in terms of price, I think prices have to come down massively on homes if you want any chance to sell a property. If I was to go sell to any of my 3 homes right now, what I would do is I would look at whatever Zillow is at, and I would go 20% under that. Literally, that's what you have to do, and you still might not get a buyer. And, obviously it's a different state by state, city by city, and different cities are getting hit at different times, right? But very much like the stock market, by the end of it, everything's gotten hit. In the stock market, by the end of a crash scenario, as we all know, everything gets hit. And I think the same exact things happen in the real estate market. The first ones to get hit were the hot markets, and that's where we noticed it first. Places like obviously Vegas, Phoenix, Boise, Idaho, some markets in obviously Texas, Florida. And what you're going to see in 2023 is not just going to be those markets. It's going to be every market is getting hit in a major, major way across the board. And that's just, unfortunately, that's the way it plays out. And what we do know is real estate usually takes quite a while to bottom. So don't be surprised if stocks are coming back and doing better. And real estate's still in a downtrend. Do not be surprised if that happened. That's something we watched play out in the great financial crisis, obviously. So do keep that in mind. Real estate didn't bottom for 2 years plus after the stock market bottom. And that's something I want you guys to definitely remember that I think is very, very important out there. So real estate, highly dangerous and likely going to go down quite a bit more over this next 12 months, if not 24 months. I think best case scenario is 12 months. That's best case scenario for the real estate market. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this reaction here today. Let me know if you did in the comment section. I appreciate each and every one of you. 18,500 plus subscribers at this point in time. Thank you everybody that's here. Much love as always. And once again, massive sale coming up for the private stock group for our Black Friday once a year sale. So if you want to receive that deal when it drops, check out the pinned comment down there. Get on our email list and we'll send you the deal when it comes out on Black Friday. Much love and have a great day.